6 minutes. 6 minutes of switching off. We're in complete control of the game. I don't want to talk about the football that we played on. We have to, if we want to improve and get to where I think we can be, we have to just make sure we're switched on for 90 minutes. It's just as simple as that. So devastated because some of the football we play was excellent. We should come away with 3 points. And we haven't, because 2 moments in the game that we haven't taken care of, and we give Leeds a point. We gift them a point.
The penalty obviously changed the game for Leeds. Any complaints on the Moises Caicedo challenge?
Genuinely haven't seen it back. I don't know if we need to make the challenge in that moment. Moi's been outstanding in my time. But even at 2-1, we just need to take the sting out of the game, keep possession of the ball. Whether we think it's handball or not in that moment, we're still in control of the situation. You kick the ball away and then you ask for handball after. And these are small moments that have cost us the 3 points today, that we need to eliminate that from our game.
Did you think that was handball?
At the time I did. I still haven't seen it. If there's any contact with it should be disallowed, but I haven't seen it back to make that judgment.
The ruling that they said in the commentary was that it was a non-deliberate handball.
The rule is the rule. From my understanding, if there's any handball in the lead up to a goal, it should be disallowed. So if they've said that, then someone explain the rules to me, because they need to help the referee. So you saying that has just got me angrier, because that's unacceptable if they've come with that that judgment.
What do you think of that, Joe?
Well, I can see he's frustrated, as you would be, as the control Chelsea had, and then throwing away the lead. Listen, we both said at the time, Joe, didn't we? That's handball. And then, but when we saw it in the replay, again, we went, maybe not. It's accidental. This is one of them.
Comes off his thigh onto his hand.
Thigh and then hand is they usually let that slide, don't they?
So I think he's more directly involved when he hands it over, and I think Robert Sanchez ends up nailing someone.
Yeah.
And I think if that penalty was given, I think they would have gone back and the handball would have been relevant. But because it moved on another phase and Okafor knocked it in, and it was another party coming to it, I don't think it makes it directly involved in the goal, therefore making it not a handball.
Yeah.
It's the first drop points for Liam Rosenior in the Premier League. 10 matches in charge in all competitions, Joe. How do you assess how it's gone so far?
I think he's done very, very well. 10 matches, 2 defeats and a draw, 7 wins. It's a very, very good start. There's some, I like the fact that Enzo and Cole Palmer are sort of playing in that central position at times, and they can pick a pass, and we look threatening. Again, it's still the questions of the maturity and seeing out games and managing games. And Liam said that in his interview. We've gifted them. Listen, Leeds turned up and they've done their job, and we've all played in teams where we've had to do that, and sometimes you get your rewards and sometimes you don't. But it's still a case where in games like this, in moments when the first goal goes back, listen, I don't care. There was anxiety in this stadium when Leeds got the goal back, and I said to Joe at LinkedIn, I said, we're going to see what this team are made of now, and that's when you really have to focus in and not give them anything to grab onto, and they got something, and then there's the melee. Leeds scored the second goal, and then Chelsea went back into starting control in the game, and it should have been 3-2. So I can understand his frustrations, and he's right. What he says to lads, it's simple as concentration, maturity, and dealing with a game from the first minute to the 90th minute. And then when they do that, Chelsea, then they'll start clicking into gear. But it's something that needs to happen.
And we are so pleased to have the Leeds United captain, Ethan Ampadu, come and join us pitchside. Congratulations on coming away with what could be a massive point in your bid for survival. How big does that feel?
Yeah, we hope it's big. We know that between now and the end of the season, we've got to keep accumulating points. Just because we had a good performance here and a good result doesn't mean that if anything's done. There's still going to be a long way to go. A lot of teams are trying to get a lot of points. But for right now and the night, we're very delighted. At
2-0 down, though, how much belief was there still in the team that you could come away with something?
I think naturally, obviously, you go down a little bit because against a good team, when they punish you, it's very difficult. But the belief we have in this team and what we said and before the game and at half-time, that no matter what happens in the first half and throughout the game, even if we came out and they went 3-0, we always have the belief in ourselves to make sure that we come back. We had it in the back of our minds what we did at Ellen Road, and we wanted to impose ourselves on like that. Obviously, a little bit harder today, but even at 2-0 down, we have full belief that we can create a moment. And then whenever in football, if you create a moment, momentum shifts, and then when we got momentum on our side, we were very good.
Did you feel that, Ethan? Like when you got the penalty and you got it back into the game, did you feel the shift in maybe the anxiety around the Chelsea team? Did that give you belief? Because I mean, you've been brilliant at home in Ellen Road all season. You've been fantastic. Away from home, it hasn't gone quite as well, but today was brilliant. But did you find that with the Chelsea team there was a little bit of anxiety that crept in when you got
maybe a little bit of anxiety. Maybe we changed a little bit, so maybe that might have surprised them. But you don't ever want to say something bad about another team because they were very good and they caused us a lot of problems. But for us, we try and take those moments, no matter who we're playing, and we try and create anxiety within the team to try and come back.
Ethan, an unbelievable second half performance, mate, and obviously you're having to dig in at the end. What was your viewpoint on that Cole Palmer chance at the end?
No, I saw it. I saw it and I thought I'll see the back of the net because he's a very good player and he showed his quality throughout the game, finding the pockets. And to be honest, when it got squared across, I half just looked back at the halfway line because I thought it was going to be a goal. I think I looked a little bit deflated because I thought it was going to be a goal. And like you said, we dug in a lot. We showed character and grit. Maybe a couple months ago that might go on the back of the net, but sometimes you need a bit of luck.
I think throughout the game, mate, the biggest compliment I can pay is Chelsea had to come up with that style of play to get through, so together, so the whole way through. So an unbelievable performance, and you fully deserve that point tonight.
Thank you very much.
And sometimes you need moments in games to change things, and when you won that penalty and Nemecha stepping up, were you ever in any doubt that he wasn't going to put this one away?
No, of course not. We know Lucas's qualities. We know how much belief he's got himself that he's going to put the ball in the back of net. So it was very nice to see.
Here's the penalty incident, boys. No arguments with this.
No arguments. I mean, he's just got the wrong side. There's a lovely little bit of play in there, and he just gets tangled up. And I think the referee giving the penalty at the other end, you knew it was going to be a penalty. And it's a wonderful finish. Like you said, he looked confident stepping up. It's, that's your second striker there. He's got 6 Premier League goals now. It's a fantastic effort. One thing I compliment your team is you've got a real identity. You know what you are, don't you? And you're going to be a problem for anyone. Yeah.
The Okafor equaliser as well. Talk us through it from a Leeds perspective, because it just was such a mess from a Chelsea perspective. But are you just thinking, we've just got to get hold of this ball now?
Definitely. I think within the moments of you want to change momentum, you want to create a little bit of chaos, and I think we did that there. Felt like it took a while for us to get hold of the ball and put it in the back of the net, but thankfully Jaden's persistence to make it and create that for Noah to tap in was excellent. I think that shows his identity.
What an outlet Bogle's been. He's involved heavily in both. He must be a joy to play with.
I think the whole team is at the minute. We had a run of a few bad results just before the Christmas, and like I said, we wanted to show our identity. And I think at the minute everyone's flourishing, everyone's playing well, no matter who's being called upon to play. And I think Jaden, as you said, he's been very good for us.
And what's it like for you coming back to your old club and managing to turn around the game like this and come away with the point?
No, I mean, it's nice, obviously a very nice stadium to come back to, but for me the focus was just to play for Leeds United and make sure that we get the best performance that we could today.
Well, thank you so much for coming out to talk to us, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done, superb tonight.
Well
done.
Thank you, Ethan. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
A great comeback, as we say, and he's been brilliant for Leeds, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was outstanding tonight. I thought Justin as well. I mean, the kid, listen, like I said, the reason I asked him that question, it was a little bit pushing, was because Nemecha said it after the game. He said he felt the anxiety from the Chelsea team. And sometimes, Joe will know, like, when you go to an away, you're playing against one of the big guns and you go and you'll get back in the game and that you can feel the anxiety, and it does lift you as a player, as an opposition player, and you start stepping on the front foot. And I thought they in all stages of the game, I thought Chelsea were brilliant in the first half, absolutely outstanding. The ball was playing through the lines, and they would have taken apart a lot of teams with that performance. And then I thought what Leeds done was they stepped on, they matched them in the second half, and then at the last 15 minutes, they defended the box outstandingly well. So there's a lot of credit to Leeds. There's still some question marks with Chelsea. There's still that last little bit upon the hurdle they've got to find a way of getting over.
Maybe it was just you with the anxiety, Joe.
Yeah, well, I was very anxious, actually. And then he smashed up the things up there.
You did. Look, we're going to talk more about Chelsea in a couple of moments' time.
Daniel, congratulations. 2-0 down at Stamford Bridge to come back and nick a point. How proud are you of your team's performance, especially in that second half out there?
Yeah, very, very proud. Difficult game for us. So Pascal Struijk, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Anton Stach, key players for us in our whole setup. We had to change again our back five today, several rotations, and then to come here to Chelsea in red hot form. They've won all the games under Rosenior in the Premier League and the Champions League as well. And then 2-0 down after, gave a bit gifts away, but then to show such a mentality, such a reaction, also like to come back to never say die attitude and to believe in ourselves. The boys did us proud today. Of course, Chelsea was today the dominant side and created more chances and won the statistic. But I think we fought so hard for this point, so well deserved point in the end for us. And I'm very proud of my lads.
2 shots on target, 2 goals. So clinical, but how important was it that both Nemecha and, of course, Okafor got on the score sheet in the absence of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, sharing those goals amongst the forward players?
Yeah, it's always good when forward players are there on the sheet. In general, it was important today, of course, to accept a bit the dominance of Chelsea and in the absence of many important players, also this quick turnaround, to make a tight game out of it. And of course, it was difficult with the penalty decision for them for the 2-0, but to show the mentality, also to believe in us, we can score at each every moment, and we can always come back. And then also the last 5 minutes we digged in and gave everything. And also in one situation we were a bit lucky, but on the other hand, we had also before some good situation on the counter attack. So overall, just compliments from our players under these circumstances. Was a fantastic outcome and also really good performance.